And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at Iona College, where the Gaels have won their 25th straight home game, 67 to 58 over Ryder. A game that was a bit different, certainly a hard game, hard-fought game, was closed to the last minute, and Ryder was had an answer for Iona in the first half. The Gaels went out to an 8-0 lead, but then Ryder went on a 21-9 run and took a 23-19 lead, and really were frustrating Iona, especially defensively. Jordan Washington came in at center and struggled in the first half with his inside shots, but tonight really was a game where A.J. English showed why he is one of the best players, if not the best player in the Metro Atlantic Conference, with his 24-point effort. And Iona was not taking as many three-point shots tonight. Certainly they weren't successful, 6 of 20 on the night, so they really worked more on getting the ball inside the second half, going to Jordan Washington, who had 10 points early in the second half on just really inside post-up plays from deep in the foul territory, in the paint, as they like to say. And that really was a difference in re-sparking Iona. And then A.J. English, they really worked, instead of on outside shooting for him, to either take, if he's open at the top of the key, to take a shot, or to go down the lane. And kind of splitting the defense. The other players shifting to the corners, opening up the defense for A.J. to drive down the lane and pull up and make a two-pointer. So A.J. English looking much more like his usual self today after coming back from the hand injury that he missed 5 games with. Came back. Quinnipiac really struggled the first game until he saw a hot streak of 7 points in the second half. And then the last game against Niagara looked better. But today really was maybe his coming back game, and he said, no rap on his hand this time. So he was able to have a big night with 24 points and also 4 rebounds and 7 assists, leading Iona in assists. After the game, Coach Tim Cluess was very gracious in comments about Isaiah Williams, who had calling him the best rebounder on the team really all season, 9 rebounds and 15 points. One point in the second half, there was a loose ball right in front of where we were sitting behind the end zone, and Isaiah Williams just grabbed it, showing tremendous strength in grabbing the basketball, holding it, and being able to set up for an offensive play. So he was, again, a key contributor. Jordan Washington had 11 points for Iona and 15 assists on the day. It's not quite like we're used to the point guard setting up a forward or a player inside. A.J. English really was doing a lot of that today for the Gaels. They shot 41% on the game and Ryder 39%. And their coach really thought that was an accomplishment, holding Iona to 67 points and to 41% shooting. They said their game plan was to try and slow down the game as much as possible. But Iona's not pushing the ball up the court like they've been in the past, taking a little bit more time, a little bit more deliberate on offense. And Coach Cluess said they've been really working on defense, which is what they need to do in order to get through the tournament at the end of the season. And they've lost in the conference championship game 2 years in a row after really dominating the regular season. But when you get to play a really good opponent, as they've dealt with Manhattan the past couple of years, could be Monmouth. Monmouth will be here next Friday night for a huge game, a huge matchup that everybody is looking forward to seeing, that they've got to play better defense. So for the Gaels, they are now 8-6, 5-0 in the Metro Atlantic Conference in first place, and so it's a good start to the season. The conference schedule, they will have a game here against Marist on Saturday afternoon, a 4 o'clock start, and then they have some time to prepare for Monmouth, which is really the matchup that we've been looking forward to since Monmouth won all those non-conference games at UCLA against Notre Dame. against Georgetown and against Rutgers. So some notable wins for Monmouth, and a program that is really up and coming. But here, another night to celebrate. Last game, it was Coach Cluse's 125th career win at Iona, and tonight it was a 25th straight home game. Of course, Coach deflected recognition on that, saying, it's really just part of basketball. But it's something. I mean, not everybody does that, and it hasn't been done all the time here at Iona. It's been good coaching, good players, good recruiting, and a lot of support from the school for being able to promote a basketball program of this consistent quality and competitiveness. So it's everybody wants to win. There's a lot of competition for players and for attention in college basketball. But Iona has really had a lot of success in this streak, and then going back in past years. So good night here at the Heinz Center. Good crowd here, and very exciting basketball. Very competitive game. Ivan Muhammad made a key three-pointer with about a minute left. It really iced it. It gave Iona a 5-point lead when it was close. Could have gone either way. And Coach Kluse was saying how hard Ibn Muhammad works. We have an interview with Ibn we did earlier in the week that we'll have up on our Facebook page, Iona College Basketball Report, a good place to keep up with what's happening in Iona College basketball. We'll have the post-game interviews with A.J. English and Jordan Washington, and then Coach Kluse's remark. And also you can check on our Twitter page, at Suns Legion Radio, as we're affiliated with the world's largest veterans organization. And you can see some of our other reporting on taking care of veterans and our active military. So from the Heinz Center, this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio. Again, the final score tonight was Iona College 67, Rider 58, and the Gaels will be back here on Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock start against Marist. So it's a good day to come out and see the Gaels play some very, very high-quality competitive college basketball. Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio. Have a good evening.